Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, so hot.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 36 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. That's Harrison in motion. Tennessee, his 6th touchdown. Now for the season.
Well, just about every metric you can use, it's very clear, Mike. This is one of the best defenses in football. So I think coming in, preparing for this game, we were asking ourselves, where do the points for this offense come by? And I'll tell you what, they silenced a lot of those doubts here with this opening drive to take it all the way down the field, to sustain possession, and come away with points. I haven't seen many teams do that to this defense. They got some things to sort out here before this next possession.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looks like it is up. Oh, it's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. I believe the Texans got this one back. They did, and they will keep possession. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage at that. Might have even lost a yard there.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
Two runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. From the gun, Richardson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
That's Harrison in motion. Now a run on 1st down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Red on red.
That's quickly into the hands of Odunze on the RPO. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Tennessee.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Hey, run! Hey, tomato.
Here's a run. And he will hit this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Titans will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Give here to Wright. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. The RPO, that's going to be caught by Cooks. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Texans first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Richardson. That one out wide for Wright. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one good for 29.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Bronco 80, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
On the give, it's Wright. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a design run. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Check out.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And goal.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I think anytime you have a quarterback like Anthony Richardson with that size and that athleticism, I think you feel comfortable in this situation, letting him take it, find a crease, and just get this first down himself. So you got to give credit to this defense. That's a great stop, and that's a huge turnover on downs.
On first down, Lawrence. Catch left side is made by Higgins. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Titans.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
11, add it. Done. They started hunt.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. And Davis there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9.
Hey, run. Done. They started hunt.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's a big one for Tennessee. 67 yards.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the red. Hey, Soko, to hot.
They'll run with Sampson to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Another one from the 5, second down and goal.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, tomato. Done. Here we go, son.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's got it at the 3. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. Carty's kick is good. And the Titans stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 19.
No run with Wright. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready up. Sink right.
Tries to start on the ground. And he gets this up close to the 40. That's Jonathan Grenard in for the stop. Second down, Lawrence. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
First and 10.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Hey, run.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
Lawrence's
You talk about a quarterback. Getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, go, go. 11, turn. This one's hot.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he will go all the way. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
His kick is good. Makes the score Titans 24, Texans 7. Joshua Carty to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Dragon, Stephanie, Panther, and Viking 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Broncos. 19 Lions. Here we go.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First time they've worked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready, break. Set. Ready,
They'll let Richardson run this himself. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. defense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
37-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60.
To throw, it's Richardson. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. This is caught in the end zone. It's a touchdown, but the flag is down. Did he push off? That's the question.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break. 60 by 6.
On first down, a run for right. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a throw here is backwards. He might be looking to throw this.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Richardson going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what... message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko, some hunt.
And in motion is Coleman. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, Lion. Focus, hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Titans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 42-yard line.
On play action, Richardson. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Second down throw for Richardson. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd down, they need 5. Now Richardson. Oh, a teardrop from there off his back foot. It's complete. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Hey, think right. Son, it's right. 11. Silver.
I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
13, Luke. Hurt. 11. Rig alert. 11, Agate. Hey, I'm gun.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
think right, open. Rip, 23. Hey, tomato. 30 left. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll swing this one out wide to this running back. Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to third down.
It's one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
It is third and long.
Go. Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger.
Here's Lawrence. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That one good for 15 and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Red on red. Son, this is hot.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it.
On red. Go, let's go. Son, this is hot. Go.
Lawrence now on second down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's third and 4.
Hey, kill. Hey. Here we go.
Lawrence now. That one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Watch out.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Down at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second and 5.
Second and 5.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
6. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Richardson. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Texans first down.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Now it is first and goal. Head up. This is right. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Now a little pop pass. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Now Richardson. This one caught at the 4.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack the guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage.
And he will take it in himself. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Houston. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. So Richardson and the offense ready to go for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, bump him down to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, it's hot.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 6.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down.
Go, let's go. On red. Turn, this is hot. Go.
the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple.
Hey, Soka, 30 left.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw a fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one out wide for Wright.
Richardson's pass complete to Jalen Wright. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Richardson to the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Christian Watson.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And he will score. Game on. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Texas. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game. And now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
On is Loop to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans get it back to within 9.
Texans 22. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, easy. Ralph.
Tight end going in motion here. Plus to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Titans.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12.
Lawrence's pass.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the 4th quarter. They've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
On the set.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
35-yard line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Now, on 2nd and long.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. Here we go. Ready.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. The pressure, too much. And he goes down.
By
Jalen Walker. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
70, 70, Dragon 6, Warrior step, 18, Robin, 19, Lion. Go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Richardson's pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Richardson going to look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot for Watson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better